Yeah. Y'all's tests. Totally forgot. Okay, so after I record this, I'll give you the tests. Okay, we are starting a new chapter, children. I like this kind of stuff. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, this is going to be applying equations and inequalities. My humble opinion, this is going to be easier for y'all than the last chapter.
Oh yeah.
I believe this is more of your algebra type stuff. Okay, this is going to be easier. There's not a million formulas or anything, so it's going to be a lot easier than your last chapter. Oh, hold on, let me pause this. We don't give up. That's why I'm impressed with all four of y'all. That's why I'm bragging, because some people give up. Don't give up.
Well, if you don't try it, you'll never get anything.
I mean, that I keep going on and on with Tanner on that. No, not Tanner. I say don't give up. There's no quitters. Okay, so we're talking about math and quitting, and Joseph's over there saying, I want yoga.
Yoga class. There needs to be yoga class.
All right, guys, we don't want homework, so let's keep going. So simplifying equations. Okay, so all this is going to be equations. This is some stuff that y'all have kind of done before, so I truly don't have a whole lot of notes. In fact, I'm going to give examples, but I'm not going to jump into a lot of the examples in the book, because y'all have done this before.
3, 1, 2.
All right. Okay, it doesn't matter right now. We're on 8.1, simplifying equations. It uses commutative, associative, and distributive properties. Now, we haven't really gone into a lot of the properties because y'all just do it out of like common sense. But we did talk a lot, we've talked a lot about distributive properties. Okay? And distributive property is what you use mostly. Well, you use them all, but distributive, it's very different. It's not real common sense. It's an actual skill, a concept that y'all have learned. And even Mr. B, he made reference to combining like terms. That is what we're doing today. Yes, Coach has been complaining to me on my phone. It's hot up here. It's hot up here. It's hot up here. Okay, it's either cold or hot. You never know. I'd rather it be cooler. You can wear jackets. Okay, so we're going to combine like terms, which y'all have done before. So, example. 5y plus 2 minus 6y plus 14. Notice I have them spaced out. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. This is going after the chapter y'all just had. This is going to be, whoops, sorry. This is going to be kind of nice. Now, notice there's no equal sign. Okay, so when you do not see, and I'm going to wait till Kelly's caught up before I say anything. Okay, when there's an equal sign, whenever there's an equal sign and we've got letters and numbers and everything, know that you're going to be doing intruder alert. Okay? That's when you do intruder alert. You're solving for a variable. You're going to have a letter on one side, like maybe a Y on one side, and then the numbers Y equals something, right? But if you don't have an equal sign, all you're doing is combining like terms. That's it. You won't have something equals something. Okay? So keep in mind, that's going to be the only thing that y'all really have to work on, because some of your problems are going to have equal signs, and you got to remember we're solving for the letter, the variable, intruder alert. And then some don't have any equal signs at all. But we're combining like terms. So what terms can we combine? Raise your hand. Atalia? Okay, now remember when we went over this before, I'm circling my like terms, and I'm including the sign before it. Joseph, are there any other terms that I can combine?
Yes. 2 and 14.
Okay, so I'm doing squares here so that my attention, my brain, my eyes are focused on the things that they have in common. So I'm going to start with my y's. And I'm going to combine them. 5y minus 6y. And what, does anyone remember what I put after the parentheses? Kelly? A plus sign. Good. Always a plus sign. And then I have 2 plus 14. So then 5y minus 6y is what, Atalia? Negative 1y. And then 2 plus 14 is 16. And there's your answer. Or you can just say negative y plus 16, because the 1 is kind of understood. Yeah, most people do. And even on IXL, if you have a 1 here, it is not counted as wrong. That's what even my Algebra 1 students, they are like, this makes me a little happier, you know? But either way is appropriate. It's the same answer. But the one thing that my students sometimes do is they try somehow to combine these two terms. But you can't, when you're adding and subtracting, you cannot combine unlike terms. This has a y, this does not. It's the same as if I were to have, and I'm just writing this down, if I had y squared plus 2y, I cannot, Joseph, pay attention right here, I cannot combine those two, because this is y squared and this is y really to the 1 whenever there's no exponent there, which ends 1. So this would be my answer. You cannot combine those two. Because when there's no exponent, you can just pretend there's a 1 there.
And you can't add it because there's no number.
No, you can't add it, and I'm going to just write it without the 1. You can't add these two together because this is y squared and this is just a plain y. They are not like terms.
Okay, because I was confused because I thought like it was 2y exponent 1.
Okay, but do you see now?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you do, because that is a common mistake. You can't, and I mean, I even have Algebra 1 students. They'll tell me this is 2y cubed, you know, to the 3rd power. Or they'll just somehow combine those to 2y squared or something like that. So you need to be careful. Those are unlike terms. Make sense? Okay. So let's move on to another example. See, we're just doing examples. And then I know y'all are going to get this and fly with it. All right, so 8x minus 4x plus 6, I'm going to draw one line here, equals negative 86. There's an equal sign.
I have a question.
Yes.
Whenever there's an equal sign, you have to move something over to the other side to do the opposite.
Yep. Yep, that's that in PreAlg. Okay. So Kelly, what are my like terms here?
I like terms like 8x, negative 4x.
Okay. Now the one thing you need to pay attention to is this equal sign. You only combine terms on one side of the equal sign or the other. This 6, I need y'all, I'm going to wait till you have this all written down. Okay, this 6, Joseph, I need your eyes up here. This 6 and this negative 86 right now cannot be combined like we're doing here, because one's on one side of the equal sign and the other's on this side, okay? So right now, see how we're combining these two? Y'all all three see this? We can't combine 6 and negative 86 because there's this door, remember the door? that's in between them. Yes, ma'am?
Oh, sorry. It's like trying to answer.
Okay, so because of this door, we can't like box this and box this like we did up here, because they are on two different sides of the equal sign. So 8x and negative 4x is what, Natalia? All right. And I'm rewriting my problem. So instead of doing the parentheses up here, this was easy enough to just combine right there. Do y'all see where we got the 4x? Kelly, do you see where we got 4x? Joseph, do you see? Okay, so now we start, because we have this equal sign, we're going to do intruder alert. Raise your hand if you can tell me what I need to do. Kelly?
I wanted to do it.
I'm messing with Natalia.
So, -6.
So we subtract 6 on both sides. Good, we're doing the opposite. Y'all had some problems yesterday that needed to do that, right? Okay, so 4x equals what, Kelly?
4x equals -72.
Nope. Negative and a negative.
Oh, 92.
There you go.
Sorry.
All right, Natalia, what do I do now?
Yeah, you divide both sides by 4.
That's right. And Joseph, what's my answer?
X equals 20.
What?
X equals negative.
There you go. Negative 23. Negative divided by a positive gives you negative. Any questions? Nope. I ain't laced with something good. It's not terrible.
It's not drink water with negative.
Oh, no.
Okay. I love it.
Listerine.
It's cold.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, but it burns.
All right, here we go. I'm taking a step up. 7 times x plus 3 plus 5x equals 69. Okay, so raise your hand if you can tell me what's the first thing we need to do. Natalia? Bingo! She even called it right. Distributive property. 7 times x and 7 times 3. Good use of vocabulary. Distributive property. So 7 times x is what, Natalia? 7 times 3. And then I'm rewriting the rest of my problem. Okay, Kelly, what are my like terms?
Your like terms are 7x and 5x.
And I'm circling with the plus sign. So what is 7x plus 5x?
13x. So 12x.
There you go. 12x, and then I'm rewriting the rest of my problem. So plus 21 equals 69. Do not forget. In fact, I do this often. I will cross out the things that I circle. I'll either do them in parentheses like that first problem, or I'll do something like that so that I remember my 21 to bring it down. That's a common mistake. Okay, Joseph, what do I do now?
You subtract 21 from 69.
Very good. We're going to do the opposite to move it over across the equal sign. And I get 12x equals what, Natalia? 48. Because this is positive, this is negative, so we subtract, take the sign of the larger. Or you just do like 4th and 5th grade subtraction. Okay, whichever one tends to forget. Okay, now Kelly, what do I do?
I divide 48, I mean 12x divided by 48.
No,
13.
you're on the right track. It's 48 divided by 12.
Because
You knew what you were doing, you just said it differently. Okay, so x equals
4.
4. Any questions? Isn't this nice?
we've already done
I know.
Isn't it the exact same thing?
Yep, pretty much. It's really a little bit, it's a step up from what y'all did.
How?
What's the step up? How do you step up?
Okay, 20 minus 9 times y plus 4 equals 2. It's taking what you've learned and combining it. You just don't realize it. Okay. Joseph, want to have this written down? Tell me what's the first thing I'm doing. That's right. Negative 9 times y and negative 9 times 4. So I have 20. What's negative 9 times y, Joseph? And negative 9 times 4?
36.
So negative 36, and then equals 2. So, Italia, what's my like terms?
20 and negative 36.
Very good. This time, it's not the letters, it's the numbers. Okay, so 20 and negative 36, Italia, what do you get?
Negative 16.
Negative 16. I'm going to bring down my negative 9y equals 2. Italia, what do I do now?
Now you add 16 to both sides of the equation.
Very good. I get negative 9y equals 18. Kelly, what do I do now? Okay.
You divide not 18
By what? 18 by...
1.
18 by what? She sees it. She's just saying it wrong.
No, but I know it's 2.
No.
No.
You're
Okay.
dividing 18 by what?
9.
There you go. Negative 9. Yeah, it's attention to detail. So then y equals what, Kelly?
Y is 2. Negative 2.
Negative 2. Attention to detail, sister.
Well, like, I'm not noticing the details. I'm not looking up. I'm just going down and up. I'm not truly trying to memorize it.
Make them water.
You got it?
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Make them water.
Okay.
I did that once.
Okay, instead of writing a bunch of words, I'm just going to give you 2 examples. But y'all need to pay attention. In fact, these examples, I'm going to put a star. 2 stars. Okay? Instead of a bunch of words, I'm going to... Do you have a question?
My computer keeps glitching out. It keeps going to different links and stuff like that, and I'm not even touching it.
All right, close it and then restart it. And then maybe sit, like, behind Joseph or something. Okay. 18x minus 4x minus 9.
Oh,
The negative sign is.
Okay, Atalia, what do you see that's important here?
You're gonna, for distributive properties, you're gonna have to do negative times the other things.
That's right. That's the star here. Instead of writing this long paragraph about parentheses that has a minus sign in front of it, I want you to bring your attention to this negative sign right there. When you have, and I need y'all to look up here, Joseph and Kelly, when you have a negative sign in front of the parentheses all by itself, you treat that as distributive, but you're distributing the negative sign to everything in the parentheses. Therefore, it becomes 8x, 18x. Now, Kelly, look here. This was a positive 4x, so what is it now? That's right. And Joseph, this was a negative 9. It is what now? Positive 9. Very good. See, we didn't have to even write that paragraph. So now So what are my like terms, Joseph? 18x and negative 4x. And what do you get? Joseph? Huh? 14x. And then I'm going to bring down my plus 9. Can I combine these two?
No.
There's no equal sign either, is there? So this is your answer. Okay, so and when you don't have an equal sign, you could have multiple terms as your answer. Don't think you just got to have one number, okay? Huh? What?
You only get one number for some of them.
Yes. Whenever you have an equal sign, that's you're solving for one letter. Okay. Let's do another one. 9 minus x plus 8 equals 20. Okay, so Talia, what do I need to do?
You need to multiply the negative sign by all the things in parentheses.
That's right.
Negative x.
So that's right. So you have 9. This was a positive x. So now it's, as Atalia said, minus x. And Atalia, this is plus 8. So now it's negative 8. Does everyone understand this? Kelly, do you get it? Are you sure? Okay. So Joseph, what are my like terms? 9 and negative 8. So what is 9 and negative 8? 1 minus x, because we got to bring that down, equals 20. Kelly, what do I do now?
So now
Okay.
you minus 1. You divide 1 by both sides.
You don't divide. You
So-
right. Subtract.
Okay.
That's right. Because we're not multiplying anything, so that's a positive 1, so minus 1 on both sides. Now, here's important. Do you see this negative right there? Don't leave it off. That's a minus x equals 19. Can I have this negative here? No. So what do I need to do, Atalia?
You move it to the other side.
Yeah, you move it to the other side. So this is x. This was positive 19. Now it's negative 19. So write this down, arrows and everything, and make sure you understand this. Any questions? Look over it, Kelly. Tell me if you have questions.
I was confused if it was like the negative x or if it was the 1 next to the opposite.
Do you understand now? Are you sure? So, Joseph, do you have a question? So, if you cannot have a negative variable equals a number. So, this needs to go away, and you just apply it over here. If this was negative 19, it would then be positive 19. All right, I'm going to set y'all free.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
It's just random, but like, well, I mean, it pertains to this. But why can't we have a negative variable?
You just can't.
Who created that?
This is, oh my
Someone
goodness.
that is rude and is cruel.
This is due Wednesday. I may assign IXL, but I'm not going to do it today. And tomorrow you have a sub. So I'll probably assign, if I do assign it, it's going to be on Thursday. Yeah, I told y'all that. Tomorrow is a sub.